Guys, hope you're doing good. So in the short video, I want to go over Clown Acquisition.io's $3 an hour train setter placement offer. Okay. Now this is not something new for us. In the last 12 months alone, we've probably hired, trained, and placed over 500 VAs in agencies as well as high ticket consulting, coaching businesses. Okay. Now we were doing it through our main program, which is the Done For You $500,000 Systems Implementation Program, right? But we've never really done it as a standalone service, right? I get probably like 30 to 50 messages every single month from people asking me, hey Serge, can you give me a setter and this and that? But I've always decided not to do it because it would have added complexity within our operations, right? And as you guys know, simple, scales and fancy fails. So I always decided to say no to doing it, but now we officially have the infrastructure to be able to offer it without breaking the system, right? We have over 3,000 VAs that are in our hub of candidates, right? That have gone through our training and that we actually actively coach and train a few times a week, right? So we have the capacity, okay? Now, but the second reason as to why I wanted to do it is because a lot of people can't afford our flagship service, right? Not everyone can come in and spend 15K to work with us. So what I decided to do is, hey, let me help people who don't necessarily have the biggest budget still to solve one of the most important problem and obstacle that everyone is facing, which is a lack of appointments, right? So in order for me to explain why this offer is such a no-brainer for anyone doing less than 10K a month and who doesn't have a big budget to invest in systems and teams, I want to share this snippet from Grant Cardone's presentation, okay? And because he goes over essentially the issue that this solves, okay? Let's play it.
Tuesday morning, there's a massive earthquake and I can't be there. You think everybody understand? Commit first, figure the rest out later. Close the deal right now. Fill your calendar up. Your calendar's got the devil all over it. White space on a calendar and you will meet the devil. You don't need to die, okay? You go 2 or 3 days without anything going on, how many of you start having doubts? You're in hell. Oh my God, this isn't going to work for me. There's nobody coming in. I'm not going to hit my target. Okay, I know what I'll do. I'll lower my target. Yeah, that's the devil doing that, man. That's a criminal. Never, ever, if you're taking notes, never lower a target. Never lower a target. Never lower a target. Your mom and dad would tell you to lower a target. A manager might tell you to lower a target. Be reasonable. Be reasonable with yourself. Just bring it down a little bit. No, man. Criminal products are created like that.
So what he's saying essentially is that if you have an empty calendar, guys, you will meet the devil. And by devil, the devil is really synonym of doubt, okay? I'm sure you guys, if you're watching this video and your calendar is empty, trust me, you know what I mean. When the times where the entrepreneur and the business owner are the least confident is when they have nothing going on, right? For me, it's been a minute since I felt that way because I book 10 meetings consistently every single day for my offer, for my business, right? So I could generally go off to like not even work for 6 months. And as long as this machine that I've built, which is the growth team and the appointment setters and the workflow that I've designed, as long as it keeps running, I've never worry about money. Because even if the month is slow, even if I'm not making money, so this is something that most people don't really understand. I'd rather know how to book meetings than know how to make money. Because if you book enough meetings, you're gonna make money, right? So it's like, it's the leading indicator of success. If you can book meetings, for your offer, you will always be winning, okay? But most people don't understand that without a full calendar, you have no business. Without a full calendar, you have no courage, right? Without a full calendar, you have no freedom, right? Without a full calendar, you can't drive 500 horsepower cars, right? So I have my AMG 663S, and that thing costs more in monthly payments than my rent does, right? And I don't know about you guys, but like I would not be driving such a car if I wasn't booking 300 sales calls a month. Okay, genuinely. Okay, and without a full calendar, you can't take care of your girl. You can't take care of your wife. You can't take care of your boyfriend. You can't even take care of your husband. Okay, you can't take care of anyone. Your loved ones. You probably can't even take care of yourself. I mean, of course, if you're a business owner, then this should be the case. If you're all in with your business and you can't book meetings, then you have nothing going on for yourself. Might as well just go get a job or go find something to do that can pay you. But this is the most important thing, right? A full calendar. How can you stack it up so much that like you end up having the business of your dreams? You end up having courage to invest in any other thing because you know that you're going to make more money because you know how to generate more attention. You know how to generate more sales calls, right? You can drive however many horsepower cars. We can even get 2 of them, so you can say you have 1,000 horsepower, right? But one thing you have to understand is that to have a full calendar, you need consistency when it comes to outreach, right? You cannot be like, I did 50 outreach for a month consistently every day, and then I stopped because it didn't work. No. You need it to be done consistently for months and months, probably years, right? And to have consistency within your outreach, you need to remove emotions from the work, right? A lot of people don't understand this, but the reason why most people are not successful has nothing to do with the fact that they don't know what to do or what kind of outreach to do or what channel to leverage or how to follow up. The number one thing that most people don't understand is that they're emotionally involved within the outreach, right? So when they do 100 or 500 outreach in a day, and then they look at the work that they did and they look at the results, the output, they'll see that like, I didn't make $10,000 or I didn't close a deal. So they're demotivated and they're sad, and then they stop doing the thing, right? Because they're emotionally invested. So if their thing is not satisfied, if they don't see a result, they're going to stop. And that is the biggest mistake that you can do if you're running a business. Do not stop outreach. Do not stop trying to get attention. Without attention, your business will fail. Obscurity is the biggest enemy of any business owner, right? And the fact is, if you don't have 10 grand to spend on ads, then the best thing or the next best thing to getting attention is outreach. Manually going to find one prospect at a time, hundreds of DMs every single day, okay? And the way that you remove emotions from the work is through delegation. So you hire someone like a VA and you give them the work and then they do it. The second thing is to automate something, right? Maybe you have a cold email system, or you use an automated thing like, let's say, on LinkedIn, right, that sends messages. You can do that, right? But if you're still emotionally invested within the work of outreach, like, there's no way you're gonna win. Because I promise you, if you asked me to do outreach today, I would fail as a business owner, right? So I've removed myself. All I need is the numbers at the end of each day. And at the beginning of each day, I need to see how many messages sent, how many conversations had, how many booking links sent, how many converted, how many received a value video or an asset to warm them up even further, right? Those are the numbers. I just need to see data. I don't need I don't care who you spoke to, what they look like, how you feel. I just need numbers. And you should be looking for the same thing as a business owner, right? Now, this placement offer is my gift to you to help you solve the problem with your lack of consistency and lack of predictability, and remove the devil, which is doubt, out of your life and empty space on your calendar. Okay, I want to remove that, right? So what is the offer? Now, it's pretty simple. Now, we could have done this simply, right? We could have done it the simple way, which is we just come in, we give you a fully trained VA who will manage your outreach day in, day out, and they can do 100 to 150. If you really push them, they can do 200 outreach a day, okay? We could have done this, right? But anyone who knows what our message when it comes to client acquisition is we make it unreasonable for our clients and customers not to see the success that they set out to achieve, okay? me doing this would not have guaranteed or delivered on that promise, right? So I asked myself, hey, what is the way that I can make it unreasonable for clients jumping on this offer to not see the results? Well, I realized that, hey, I need to consult them on the best channel or channels for their offer, right? So when you become a client, when you jump in, we're going to come in, look at your current offer. Now, we're not going to unfortunately be creating an offer or refining the offer for you, because that's for the main service, the program, the 6-month one. So we're not going to be doing that. We're just going to be looking at what you're doing, and then we're going to be picking the channels for you for outreach, okay? We're also going to be assigning a specific appointment setting workflow depending on the level of sophistication of your market. If you don't know what this means, then you're going to learn when you access the content, but different markets have different levels of sophistication, right? And how you outreach to them has to change depending on the level of sophistication that they have, right? We're also going to be giving you the DM templates that have generated over 4,000 meetings for our clients and for us and our clients over the last 12 to 15 months, okay? Your appointment setter will be trained on the specific outreach workflow for your niche. So that means that once we actually know what you want and we build out the whole thing, we're going to be scheduling shadowing sessions with your VA or training sessions to walk them through the workflow, so they know what to do, they know what the message to send, they know how to find the leads, all that good stuff. We're going to be giving you guys access to the tracking sheets and forms to keep your appointment setting team accountable. So these are this is the stuff that's going to be giving you the data that you need to make data-driven decisions, okay? We're going to be giving you plug-and-play zaps to automate the end-of-day reporting if you want to automate it, right? Some people may not want to do it, they might just want to keep it manual. We're going to be giving you guys access to our simplified sales system, Go High Level Snapshot, right? So you can have an actual sales CRM, right? Because the leads will be coming in, right? I'm going to show you guys some results from one of our clients who has 2 VAs who's launched his campaign recently, but you're going to be getting a lot of leads coming through, right? So you need to be able to track them, follow up with them, and automate the follow-up, right? So Go High Level is going to be really good. And then we're going to be giving you guys a discount version. So I think Go High Level is like $100 a month. You guys are going to be getting it for $69 a month. Okay, if you want. If you don't want it, you don't need it. To be honest, you don't need to take it. Okay, but I suggest getting it because you're inevitably going to need a CRM anyway. So might as well start soon, right? You're going to access over 5 hours of outbound prospecting material directly from our flagship program. Okay, let me show you guys, and this is the most exciting part. So I've asked my team to design a product when it comes to outbound prospecting and everything we've created, right? So you're going to be getting access to these pieces of content. This goes over, importance of volume, Facebook outreach as a channel, and this is not some simple training. This is, let me show you guys. These are like an hour long training, going over how I go about booking meetings and how I train my team and the daily workflow and the checklist that we use. So these are like in-depth trainings going over everything, okay? The workflow, the conversation flow, okay? Because these are 2 different things. How to leverage Facebook at scale and how to actually leverage conversation to book calls is 2 different things. Messenger, a script for e-com. This is an actual live session of a client sharing everything. You have the scripts here. You're going to go over Instagram outreach as a platform, how to leverage Instagram for either targeting e-commerce or targeting local businesses, okay? Instagram follow-up sequence, how I structure my Instagram profile, all that good stuff. LinkedIn outreach after the restriction where you can only send 100 connections per week. This was created after, okay? The asset building process, how to use evergreen versus personalized. This is like the different workflows when it comes to outreach. Content distribution, why is it important to build content? How to build powerful content, assets, profile funnel building, setting up your calendar, right? So how do you actually set up your process? Everything here, okay? Social proof building, the importance of social proof. How do you actually build it? So there's in-depth training. I think there's easily like 5 hours and more of training in this. So you're going to get access to the material, right? So that means that you yourself are going to become a better, and you're going to acquire a better understanding of outbound prospecting, outreach, and appointment setting by just getting into this. So we're not just giving you the employee, but we're also getting you the understanding and removing the knowledge gaps. Okay. 30 days in the $500,000 community. So this is really good. You're going to be onboarded on Discord, right? So you're going to have access to our community. Right now, you're not going to be accessing the same channels that clients who've paid us a lot of money access, but we want to give you a taste of what it looks like to be in a community with every other client, right? So you're going to get your portal. You're going to get you're going to have the onboarding form here when you sign up. You're going to have a link to book a call, and then you're going to join our $500,000 Discord server, okay? And then you're going to get access to tracking sheets, okay? Here, everything is automated when you sign up. And then when you get your setter, we will spend a few hours shadowing them, making sure that they're doing the right work, and then your team will have access to weekly Q&A. That your VA can join if ever they have an issue. So you can actually just say, hey, jump on the Q&A call with Client Acquisition.io's team on Wednesdays, right? Where we have, but the schedule will be changed. So TBD on that, but they will have support in the first 4 weeks, right? You have 30 days to request a replacement, okay? So when you sign up, you'll have access, the possibility in the first 4 weeks after you pay the invoice, you'll have the ability where you can be like, hey, I need my VA replaced, and then we'll gladly replace them in the first 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, that's not, it won't be possible, okay? Now, what are the expected outcome results of leveraging a $3 an hour setter, right? Number one outcome is consistent generation of interested prospects. We need consistency in warm leads being generated every single day. So every single day you'll be getting 3, 5, 10 plus people wanting to learn more about your offer. So you can have people that you can convert onto a sales call, or you can use strategies which we'll be showing you how you can leverage an evergreen video to put people straight up on a call, okay, without having to jump in and actually confirm them into a boat call. So you can have either the process where the VA generates interest and gets people interested, and then you take the lead and then you convert them, or you can use a mechanism that converts using productized pitch, essentially. Okay, that's it. The first thing is how can I get interested leads every single day without having to do anything? That will be delivered with this mechanism of using a VA. And then the second thing is it will free up your time so you can focus on more leverage activities, building content, sales calls, managing your team, and taking time to learn new stuff, okay? But for me, the most important thing is confidence, right? I remember when I would quit my job, like I generally didn't feel like a business owner until I hired my appointment setting team, right? And even though I wasn't making money yet, I felt genuinely good. I felt like I was actually starting to be successful even before I closed my first deal. And funny enough, 4 or 5 weeks later, I signed my first 4.3K deal that came from a VA who did outreach on LinkedIn. So that was good, right? But here's a client of mine, Jirov. He recently joined our main program. We built a team of 2 VAs within his client acquisition infrastructure. We also launched cold email, right? But I asked him specifically what are the numbers that were generated from his 2 VAs efforts. Okay, so he talked to the VAs, reached out to, I think this is in like 2 weeks, 2 weeks and a half, 3 weeks. They reached out to 2,798 people. 90 people were interested, so they actually requested more information about the offer. 79 of them gave their emails. 5 meetings were booked, right? So this is around, I'd say like a 5% booking rate from warm lead, people interested and who give their information, to a booking rate that's like 5%, a little over 5% to be honest. And then out of 5 meetings, he closed 3 deals, right? And then he has 2 meetings left this week. But check this out. This is the funny part. In terms of Loom sent, so out of 79 prospects who were interested and who requested this video, only 25 actually have been sent the video. So he hasn't even gotten back to all these leads, and he's already closed 3 deals out of 25 people who actually got the offer to jump on a call. So he sent 25 videos, 5 meetings booked, and closed 3 deals. So if he keeps this same cadence or this same conversion rate, he's going to double the amount of loom sent, which is going to bring him to 50. And let's say he adds another 25. Let's say he triples. One second. Ouch. Let's say he triples the amount of volume that he's done. Well, he's going to book 15 meetings and close 9 deals from these 79 leads, which is pretty insane. Now, is this what's going to happen with everyone? No, he has an amazing offer, right? He has a short form content offer. We worked on it together, so he's killing it, right? Now, this is not necessarily the what you're going to expect, because again, if you have the wrong offer, this is not necessarily going to be the best. It's not going to perform and hit it out the park like this, where you just send 25 looms, 5 meetings, and then 3 deals. No, it doesn't work like that. But if you have the right offer and you have the right system, you have the right setter, you can get the same results, right? And then let me show you guys what kind of deals he closed. He closed 3K, 5K, 7.5K, and then deal 4 was 1.5K. In total revenue, it's 17K a month from 25 loom sent, guys. Like, that's literally insane, right? So yeah, he's killing it. And I asked him the following question: how much are you paying the VAs per month? And then actually, let me show you guys, because this picture is not coming up. So this is how much he's paying his VAs. He's paying them $350 a month, US dollars, and $50 per client signed as a bonus, right? He has 2 VAs, so they're costing him $700 a month, and they've generated him, from their efforts, he's generated 5 sales calls and closed 4 deals, which in total will be 17K a month. Imagine the return on investment on the setters. It's insane. It's ridiculous. Like, it's actually crazy, right? So yeah, that's the type of results you can have if you have an amazing offer and you put the right setters behind your thing. Okay. Now, this is a 4-week process, and the goal with this, this is an actual 4-week process. So we're not just putting an employee in your company and being like, hey, bye. No. The purpose is we have a 4-week process to provide you with an affordable team member who can remove you from the most important but also the most annoying task of running a business, right? Which is outreach, while giving you the knowledge we've gathered from helping almost 500 agencies and consultants launch outbound campaigns, right? Client acquisition.io, so I think I've said this, but we book around 250 to 300 meetings per month from leveraging the same channels that these VAs will be using. Although you're not necessarily going to be doing this kind of volume with the VAs, you should be able to generate, 5 to 30% of what we generate every month from doing the same thing if you really follow the script. So you follow the script, we tell you what you need to do, and you do it, then I can easily see a way of people booking 25 to 30 plus calls a month, right? So this is everything. I think this is a no-brainer thing. Like, if you don't have setters, if your setters aren't good and you need support and you need a team of experts to come in and help you solve your problem, then what's your choice? It's not like you have another choice. The only choice is just stop business and stop wanting to scale, right? If you're interested in this offer, click this link here and then I'll add it below, and then just book a chat with the team. We'll give you a workflow and then we'll give you the price. And then if you want it, if you don't like it, cool. If you want it, you can buy, and then we get started. It should take us, I believe, less than 2 weeks to actually give you your setter, right? Because we're prioritizing clients in the program. They get their setters in less than 7 days, right? But since for this one, we're going to be giving people we're going to give ourselves time to make sure that they're good. Okay, so that's it. It's pretty straightforward, guys. You just need someone who's affordable, right? Who, let's say, someone who doesn't break the bank, who can do consistently the things you need done. You can even get them to do other things. You don't necessarily need to follow our own outreach process. You can come get the employee and you can train them on other things, right? We have clients who've had their VAs for over a year who they're now managing teams of VAs, right? So that's really cool. when you found the right team member. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you are interested, you can DM me. You can, if this link doesn't work, DM me on Instagram or wherever you can find me, and then we'll book you in ASAP. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.